I'm just in the process of doing the Ariel forks, and I need some rings to support the top of the gaiters on the forks. Not something I've got, so I've just cut 2 strips of stainless. The diameter I need for this end of the gaiter is the same as this can, which is just about perfect. One-handed here. So that's 58mm diameter. So we've done our old 2πr, all that, 183mm the length of the circumference, and we're just in the little slip roll, and I'm just forming this into a circle. There's our rolled ring after a few minutes of rolling, and that's just about spot on for what I need by the time that's welded up and cleaned up. So to roll the piece, I'm passing it through like that and reversing it round, just so you get a nice end on it. And then I turn up the back roller here by a quarter of a turn on each adjuster, and I keep going like that, and gradually we'll end up with a full circle. So that'll be like the previous one there. Now I'm almost at the point where I can't get it off the roller anymore, so once I get to that stage, this will just stay on the roller until it's down to its size. So gradually, little by little, it's becoming a ring complete. Almost at that stage now. That's it, it's now trapped. So now I keep going at quarter of a turn. Until we get to our size of our, and we're there. It's already just about right. Back them off. Then we can take these screws out the top here, and this releases our top roller, sufficient to be able to get the ring off. There we go. Take that out of there. Little flap comes out of there for the gear. So again, there's our next ring that should be the right size for our tin can. So now we have 2 rings. Now I've got to make the disc that goes and produces the flange for the 2 pieces. So now I'm just cutting the pieces out ready for the washers, if you like, on the edge of them rings. I'm using the shear here, but this is probably a bit beyond its capacity. This is 1.5mm stainless, and probably be easier with angle grinder. But I've got this, and it's a bit quieter for a Sunday afternoon. Why stainless, you say? Well, anyone who's worked in the food industry will be able to answer that question as to why everything in make at home ends up in stainless. So I'll just carry on cutting this, and then we'll end up with a couple of little squares to make our discs out of. There I've drilled the first hole that the fork will go through. Now while it's clamped in the pillar drill like that, I'll drill the outer roughly to size, and then we can finish it off when it's welded up and in the lathe. And there we have the disc cut out very crudely, but we'll clean that up when it's welded up. I'll do the other one now. So now I've got my 2 rings and my 2 discs, and we'll get them welded up now, and then we can turn the outer edge down. I'll use that as a sort of autogenous welding lip, if you like, try and just fuse it into that piece. That's then welded up and cleaned up a little bit. I'll paint them anyway. My welding's got worse and my eyesight's got worse, but they will do the job.